I'll keep. Okay. So now let's, we've been doing speaking to, right? This part of our understanding. Okay. So, hold on a minute. So what we do is we spoke about the earth element. Now today we are going to speak about water element and something else we do other than that, because tomorrow is Ganesh Chaturthi, definitely do something else too. Okay. Now let's see about the water element. In several different modalities or school of thoughts, water represents emotions, correct? If you take up, for example, oracle cards and probably the tarot cards, wherever water is presented, then you know that it is about emotions. Okay. Also, water represents movement also, because water always moves unless you contain it somewhere. So when the emotions are not allowed to move, then you have a problem. Okay. Then what will happen to water if it is contained and if it is kept in a place for a long time without the sunlight coming to the water? What will happen to the water? It will become very stale. And all kinds of rotten things will start in the water. It is extremely essential for the water to see the sunlight. And that is what makes the water to be normal. So same thing will happen to your emotions. If you are not addressing the emotions or putting the light to the emotions, and if you're just keeping it contained inside you, it'll start rotting, it'll start creating problems for you. Correct? Our body is made out of more than 70% is liquid, that is water. So sometimes what happens is water element gets disturbed when it is shaken a lot. When you're traveling in a bus, let's assume there is a lot of shaking, right? Like that, like that, like that, like that. At the end of the day, you have headache. You are feeling low. That's because water element is disturbed. And most of the time, whenever that kind of a vibrational thing happens to the water, it gets unsettled. Right? When it gets unsettled, your emotions get unsettled. So the moment you travel, any travel, even if you travel by car, even if you travel by, at the end of it, you're tired and you go home, you end up washing your hands and face. That will immediately make the water element settle a bit. That is why whenever we go to anybody's house, the first thing they used to at least say is, go wash your hands and legs and face after you travel. Because water element is a very good conducting element, water. So if you splash it on your face, and then when you do it like that, there are a lot of energy points on your face and hands. And if the water is there, the energy moves very easily because water is a conducting element. Like conducting element means if the water is fallen and you have a live wire, electricity, you put it there, electricity will flow in the water. That is what is called as conducting element. The same thing happens with our human energy also. Water is a conductive element. So any energy work you do it, water conducts it throughout your body. You splash water on your face and then wash your face by just, pressing a little bit here. lot of energy points are there, so it'll work. It'll work really big time, and immediately you'll feel better. Okay, so that is about water and emotional aspect of the water, etc. But water, people have worked a lot on water. Spiritually, they've worked a lot. Scientifically, it might not have been proved, right? So that there is this Japanese guy, what's his name? Emota, something like that, who proved that water can store the frequencies. Okay. I mean, he said that human consciousness can affect the water molecules, is what he said. What does that mean? He did a lot of exercises, like he would scream at the water, all kinds of bad language, and then he will freeze the water. And then under the telescope, he will see the molecules, how they form the shape, the icicles. They're very chaotically formed. But if you play beautiful music and you say Om, do it so much, and then the Om is the sound of that, that chakra, right? So when you do that Om sound, water molecules actually form the chakra. Okay, so and then they have tried, like, even I don't know which one, I think Niagara Falls or something, just before the winter they played a music concert there, a beautiful, very nice, not a rock concert, and they checked the Niagara Falls when it froze, its molecules, they were very nicely formed. So they did a lot of exercise like that to say that they seem to, some of these, the sounds especially, seems to form the water molecules differently. Something is very nice, then it will be nicely formed, otherwise it's chaotically formed. So humans have a different, when we are not in a good mood, we scream, we produce bad noise. And then when we are very good, we do it very nicely and soothing way we talk. All of this actually affect the water molecules. Another thing, one more person found out that water can hold memory. So all of this are not totally scientifically agreed, okay? But then it's to some extent, someone has at least tried proving it. And they said that whatever you tell the water molecules, it seems to give it to the next molecule. So it kind of spreads that and it keeps. So they dissolved it, a lot of things into the water, and they heated it. They did a lot of other things where the molecules changed their form, but still whatever information dissolved was still there. Okay, so that is why in several modalities there is a way that you talk to the water. This is there in shamanism, it is there in access consciousness, all of it. You talk to the water, and then the water can hold it. It can give it to other things also. Like you drink that water will spread that information to your water, your liquid content inside you. So isn't that a good idea? If you tell this to a healer or a therapist, they would want to use it, right? So you can always try it with love. If you are heating the milk and you give that milk to your children, definitely they will feel that love. So you can even transform the healing capacity to a liquid and you give it. Homeopathy gives a few drops of whatever homeopathy medicine in the water and they give it. It is not exactly to dilute as such, because that's not the way they dilute the medicine. It is actually the taking help of this water element. So there are so many ways in which water is used. Okay. Another interesting factor which I want to mention here regarding water. So in 1890, when British were here, they were very scared of cholera at the time. So Brits wanted to know that their soldiers, everybody are protected from cholera, and cholera spread from water. We know that, right? So they employed a guy who was supposed to figure out from all other people. His name is Ernst Hankin, so that he will figure out whether cholera is there in the water, so that British can take care by boiling it, etc. So he was supposed to test throughout the year water from well, from rivers, and from everything. He was somewhere in north, placed in Agra, something like that. So he kept on checking Ganga and Yamuna, and around that all the wells and everything. He found out something very peculiarly in the river Ganga. Even if he puts the cholera bacteria, within 6 hours they used to get destroyed. There was something in those water which would enter that and destroy it by 6 hour time. So then it was very consistently found in the North Indian rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, and even those wells nearby, etc. So there was no way that even when people used to, throw the dead body and do everything there, in 6 hours time, it is all gone. Okay. They were quite amused at how Indians would take a dip there and drink the water also, Ganga water, when everything is going on there. So that is when the Indians started saying, that's why, oh yeah, we know that it's a holy river. Okay. So now they found out that actually there is one element in the, it's called bacteriophagus. They are called that. In certain few part of the world, the rivers have this, where the bacteria actually will be killed. This part of the water element, there is something like that which actually has the ability to destroy all of this. Okay, so that is why, that is the holy part of the Ganga river and other things, which is actually taking care of us. Now, why this only is there? Of course, it is holy. You can think like that. It's your choice. Okay, but that's one essential. So there are so many things like this when it comes to water element. Different parts of the water elements also have different things, where probably sulfur contents are more, then probably it will help you if you take bath in your skin related. And so many such powers are there with water, right? So today when we are going to do that, okay, so before that, I just want to also mention a little bit about the water element when it comes to acupuncture. Okay, so this is about the water element taste is salty in terms of acupuncture, and then the usually if it is disturbed, those such people will be very thin, their skin will be very dry, and they are very nervous people. Okay, and the predominant emotion related to water element is fear. So if you start taking the salty food little bit, it in a little bit, that's what I'm saying, it'll detoxify your body also. And you have to moisten your skin, everything. So it will soften up the lumps like lymph nodes and cataracts. All of these things will become better when you hydrate yourself. So whenever there is such problem, you know that water element is problem, and accordingly you can do the needed thing for the element. I don't want to go too much deeper into acupuncture because that's really great, amazing information, and a lot of things can be understood. Let's not get there. Okay. Now today I want to choose few of water elements so that we can talk about it. Now either all of us will talk to one water element, or you people can choose whichever water element you want. Let's assume somebody's house has a well. You want to probably talk to that because that's your own well. Okay. If not, what I would like to speak to would be, one is definitely Ganga. Okay, we can talk to River Ganga, or we can talk to the Chalice well. You know, where is the Chalice well? That is, we spoke to the Glastonbury last time, right? The arch. Now, very next to that, there is a hill. It's also called as Red Spring. Okay. And this well is situated there. From a lion's mouth, actually, the water falls where people can collect the water to take home. Okay. And they also say this because it's reddish in color, because it's high iron contents are there. Okay. So, but because it's reddish in color, they say that it's femininity related stuff. And they believe that the chalice, you know, is hidden under that. So there are so many. Yeah, you can, Namrata, you can choose that. It's your wish. When you're saying groundwater, it is very specific. Maybe groundwater near your place. It is not exactly everywhere there is groundwater. So that is why. But if you want to choose that specific to groundwater near your house, you can choose that. There is the I don't know the whole story of that chalice. Anybody can tell? It's something in the Christianity. There is something, right? Holy Grail. I don't know the story about that, but they say that that has been hidden under this chalice. It's a waterfalls. I'll just show you the picture of that. Okay. Some few photos I'll show you. Okay, see this? Some photos. Okay, this is what is the chalice well. And lot of programs happen here. And people, because it's been here for the Romans time and all kinds of different era, it has been there. And then, so for every era, for every different people, this has been very divine kind of a water. And people come there and they take that and go. And how the well is there. And there are so many stories regarding this. If you want, you can just browse it and try to understand. It's very nice to know about all of this. And this is a very warm well. So even in winter, all around there will be snowing, but this around the water, the roses still bloom in winter also, because it's a warm well. That is another different thing about this well. And it's very reddish in color from wherever it comes. Some time of the year, it will become slightly bluish. That's what they say. Okay. So, so you can choose that, or you can take the Lake Titicaca. Lake Titicaca is a very beautiful lake, which is in South America. Okay. And this has been Inca civilization was all around it. Okay. And its numerous ruins are all around it also. It is the one of the largest lake of South America, and this is for Indians means red Indians, that's what I mean. So Native Americans, this is something very important for them. I'll just show you the photos of that so that if anybody wants to get connected, they can. Okay, look at them. Look at how big the lake is. And look how the Native Americans are all around that. There are so many ruins also, and still people live also. So it's a beautiful lake, which has so many meanings in the Native Americans. Okay. What else? What other water element you want to talk to today?
I want to talk to the Indian Ocean. The beach is close to me.
Indian Ocean. So you will
Yeah,
choose Indian
beach.
Ocean.
Yeah.
You can take the Indian Ocean. People, all of you choose something water element. Namrata.
What about the water element in our own body?
You can talk to the body element, but what happens is these elements in the nature are very, of course, our body is made out of 5 elements, right? A part of it is there inside us too. But when you talk to the elements in the nature, you seem to get a larger picture of life. Inside the body, there is so much of that ourself, which is the ego part of ourself. Ego in the sense I'm talking about your identity. So you won't get the larger picture. So it's always better to talk to an external body, maybe talk about yourself, or maybe talk about your country, or talk about the current situation or current situation in your life. But you seem to get a larger picture kind of it's like talking to an elder. That is the feeling when you talk. So it is always better that you do something which is outside you. Okay? Yeah. Kavita.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. One is I would like to talk to a waterfall like Campty Falls in Missouri, or I would like to talk to the snow. But snow is static, right? It's
Yeah,
not-
it's snow you can talk, but if you want to choose snow, how do I tell you? See, it is very difficult to talk to air, okay? Because air is everywhere. It doesn't have any identity as such. But you can specifically talk to a tornado which has a name.
or a glacier.
Yeah, you can take a glacier.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so you should have a name. Why I showed you all these pictures is so that you can refer something. You create an identity in your head.
Yeah.
So
And
it'll be
how
like that.
How does water fall? Like it's a very roaring kind of a emotion which is coming down, is it?
Yeah, even snow, I feel it's very cold and icy. So,
Okay.
you know, that kind of a texture you will feel in the talk.
Okay.
Okay, so that is why related to what we want, we seem to connect to certain few things and we talk. You know, when you want cleansing in your stuff, you want something to let go, you talk to fire. So you can choose, you know, you want grounding, you talk to a mountain. So you need to choose something like that. But today we are not doing any healing work or anything. So you can just for the fun, you can just go ahead and, yeah, Gita, you can choose Ganga. You can go ahead and you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. But if you're saying waterfall, if you have a specific waterfall in your head, it will be good.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you need to choose.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? If you don't have any idea whom you should talk to, just choose Ganga. Simple. Have you chosen? You can choose your own Narmada, whatever the thing which is contaminated, and you know, try to understand its plight also. You can do that. They will tell you very easily what's happening to that, it will tell you. Or if you have your grandmother has a nice well and then you want to talk to it, yes, do that. You know, in some places, people toss a coin so that they'll come back again to that place or something is there, right? If you remember any of those, okay, get connected to that and do it. So choose. Or Indian Ocean. Ritika took Indian Ocean. Yeah, so be it. Have you all chosen? I'll go one by one and check. Have you chosen?
I could also do Warsaw Beach if not the whole of Indian Ocean.
That's actually Indian Ocean. Just take.
Okay.
It's the other places we have given names and then we are. You can, if you want Warsaw Beach, okay, fine. You live there, you want to ask something, you can do that. Have fun, no? Just talk and see what comes out. Anna, have you chosen?
Is Red Sea okay?
Red Sea, yeah, you can. It's nice actually. I have done that once.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Red Sea, not. Black Sea is what which is you can float around, right? Red Sea or Black Sea?
Yeah, I think they're the same.
No,
Because
they're.
the Red Sea is the one with the salty water. So obviously you'll float.
Yeah, I
right?
think Black Sea is what is there in US.
No, I'm talking about the one which is
Red Sea, yeah.
nearby, Jordan or somewhere.
I think that is called Dead Sea.
Red Sea.
Dead Sea, Dead Sea. It's not the Red
Red
Sea.
Sea, yeah, not Red Sea.
It's
See,
the
they
Dead
sound similar. Something was happening there. I was not very sure. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Kavita, for pointing out. Yeah, that's good. Take it. Okay. So I skipped myself. Namrata, you chose?
I'm choosing to work with the groundwater around in my city because a lot of pollutants, the industrial wastes are put under that.
Yeah, you can talk to that.
I'd
Fine.
like to speak to that.
Fantastic. And it's not limited to today. You can just, it starts naturally happening. You know, when you start doing all of this talking, now naturally you look at something and you start talking to it. Or when you have some issue and you want to deal with it, and then you want to go somewhere and it's not happening, you'll start talking to that place. All these things will naturally start happening. We are only preparing ourselves to be at ease with talking. That's all. Got it? Okay. So Gauri,
Yamuna, because it flows through Delhi and it's one of the most polluted rivers in the country, thanks to all the industrialization.
go ahead. Tripti,
Ganga. Can't think of anything else.
okay.
I think of rainwater. With all rainwater around. Can we talk to the rainwater?
I don't know. Try, see. Sometimes some few things are little less in their consciousness. So the kind of answers you get could be very primitive. It's up to you. Okay. Okay. So who else? If you keep your video on, I can ask you, because otherwise I don't know whom I'm talking to. Payal, did you choose? Payal is mute.
Can I take this river in Srinagar? You know, I mean, I remember in 80s we were just going there and, you know, we could just get down from the car and drink that water. I still remember the taste of that water, the cold water.
Or Jhelum or
I think Jhelum, it was, I think, Jhelum probably. The brooks, you know, were just,
Indus also there.
yeah.
Indus would be nice to talk. The first time when I saw Indus, I stood there and with tears in my eyes. I don't know why. It was beautiful for me. Although I felt it's very, very strong one. Anyway, so that's mine. Okay, so Ritika has chosen Geeta. Have you-
Yes, I did. Yeah, Ganga.
Ganga? Oh yeah, you said Ganga. Neha? Neha B.
Yes, the Bosphorus.
What is that?
That's one of the rivers.
In Turkey. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you know about, I didn't know about it. So since you know about it, you can connect it. That's
Thank you.
Pratima. Okay. Pratima, you're there? Okay. Kusum. I don't know where they are. Garima?
River Thames.
Kusumam, which one you're choosing?
River Thames
And where is that?
in UK.
Okay, cool. You do that. And Garima.
Yeah, Ishana, I'll take Chambal. Chambal in Rajasthan.
Chambal, I thought it's a valley. Is there a river with that name?
There's a river. Yeah.
I don't know what it will talk to you. Anyway, so
But I didn't know the question. I came in when everybody was choosing
okay, don't
rivers.
worry. What we are doing is we are trying to talk to the water element.
Okay.
Okay, so we are choosing what we want to talk to.
Fabulous.
Okay, so go with that, go with my instruction and do it, okay? So since this is a public forum, we are not going to a very personal questions. However, I'll give 1 minute of time where you can talk about your personal stuff and get your own answers. But mostly what we do is how your emotions, when you talk to it, how its emotions showing, it'll mirror on you. So if let's assume if what Ganga is feeling, what you are feeling, a part of it Ganga is feeling. Okay? Yes, Pratima, you can go with that. So, and then any larger, what does it think about its current state? And is there any message for the humanity or specifically for you? So these are the general questions we talk. And whatever answer you get, you may hear it like voice, you may get visions. If the visions, then you should decode it. Or you may feel it like as if it's a knowing inside you. It can come in any form. Be very sensitive. Do not be judgmental and opinionated. Like, oh, how can it say that? I am imagining in my head. No, please remove that for the time being, because that's how it will talk to you. It will induce that in your head. That's how it talks. So once we are done with that, we write it down. Okay? And then after that, one small little exercise for, since tomorrow is Ganesh Chaturthi, we will just do a small little exercise. And a little different one. We'll try how it works. Okay? We are all ready? Okay. So let's do. Just make yourself comfortable. If you want to remove your specs and say it, or with the specs, for some reason, whenever I'm doing with specs, I feel that I am seeing through a filter. So I don't know why I feel that. So I immediately remove. So it's your choice. And if possible, all of you switch on your cameras. It's disturbing, then don't. But particularly since everybody has closed their eyes, nobody will see you. So that's okay. And make yourself comfortable. And I want you to look at a point right in front of you on the wall or a little further ahead. But just look at that point. And then observe your breathing. And just close your eyes. Then you take the next breath. And through that next breath, just visualize that point again. And then just only observe your closed eye. How does that make you feel, or how it's seen for you? It's bright color or red color? All you have to do is just be comfortable how you're sitting, and then just look at the backside of your eyelid. And then just feel your head. Feel the center of your head. It's mostly feels like empty, reddish in color, bright light or dark. Just feel it and slowly take your attention to your breathing too. And now slowly take your attention to your feet and bring it up slowly like knees and thighs, and then your center part of your body, and then again come back to your head. And then feel your arms. You'll start feeling the vibrations. Maybe in your palms, you'll feel the warmth. And you feel the liquid and the water vibrations in your body. Maybe a little heavy, or just feel it. Subtle and subtle and subtler sensations of the water. You can even feel how the blood is moving and gushing. You can make the blood gush to your face just by an intent, and you can feel the warmth of the blood. The more you feel these subtle sensations, the more deeper you go, the more relaxed you will be. And the more relaxed you are getting connected to the water content in your body. And the more you feel the water vibrations, the more deeper you go and the more relaxed you are. And slowly, with this relaxed state, now start thinking about the water element you have chosen. Maybe you know the name of it, or you remember the picture of it. Just meditate on that. Just by repeating its name again, again, and over again, you will start getting connected to that. And when you start getting connected to it, keep on saying that name again and again and again. And when you start getting connected, you either get the picture. It may be not exactly what it is, but you will get some picture representation. You may even hear the sound of that place. You may even smell the sound of that place. The more you start getting connected, the more of these sensations and feelings will start coming to you. In case if you don't get that also, it's okay. Just get connected to the name again and again. And when you feel that you are connected to it, maybe you'll start feeling the vibrations of that water element in your body. Just extend your palm and you'll start feeling that water in your palms. It is nothing but just the vibrations. Now feel this vibration. Feel, is it powerful? Is it soothing? And how does this feel? Does this feel very feminine? Or does this feel a little bit masculine? Or is it very elderly kind of a feeling? Or it's very young kind of a thing? Just also feel, is it very playful? Is it very musical? Or is it very stern and strict and kind of a personality? Is it kind of creating a fear in you? Or is it soothing for you? What is the type of the emotion this is invoking in you? If it is not a good emotion for you, why it is not good, or why that not a very good emotion is invoked in you. What is that which is drawing your attention? Now, some of the visuals, pictures you might get may not be very resonating with you because it may not be from this lifetime also. But that is the deeper connection with that water. Just see that, how it feels. If you have any question to ask this water element, maybe regarding you, I will give a few moments. Go ahead and ask that question. Ask this water element, what does it feel right now in the current state of the earth and in the current timelines? What does that feel? Because this particular water element has been there since a very, very long time, and it's going to be there for again very, very long time. Ask that. What does that feel? Because water is memory, it holds memory. You can ask, what does that feel in the current state of this earth? You can also ask, what is your significance in the current earth? Because in the lifetime of that water element, you are so tiny. So what is your significance? Because you are here means for a reason. And what is that significance? Also ask this water element, how can you get connected to it every day? Is there anything which you can keep it with you so that it reminds you of this water element? And is that the way to get connected to it in a day-to-day life? Or if you want to ask a solution for something in your life, how can you do that solution? How can you put into action with the help of this water element? You can also ask if there were any other time when you were actually connected to it. If so, how? Now you can ask the water element, any message for you or for the humanity? If you want to do any little thing like touching the water, drinking the water, tasting the water, or maybe throwing a flower into that water to honor it, you can do that in your mind. And get the peace from the water to you. Get it transferred to every part of your body. Every part of your body, wherever the liquid is there, like blood and any other things. and just make it settle down. And put the intent that with this you get the peace, and the unsettled liquid in your body will settle with the energy of this. Thank that water element. And you just say that you would like to get connected to it whenever you want. And with that, get back to your head again. Take a deep breath. And slowly open your eyes. I know we asked a lot of questions, so it might have get mixed up because in that state, everything gets mixed up. But whatever you feel is an important thing which occurred to you, write it down. Certain few times we have to write it down so that we'll understand it later. Because many things we do not understand it right now, especially what we saw. Okay, so you can all share your experience. And then we will do a short something. Let me start with my experience. See, I was here and there both. I couldn't totally do it. I wanted to get connected to the Kaveri, which is in Bangalore, But then my mind went to a huge water body, which is like a dam, but it's not a dam, built dam. It is like stones, which are very weird kind of a stone. And there's so much of water there and it's falling down and it is going there. Even the water is not exactly blue. It was a kind of a green. So I thought maybe there's moss inside. That's why. But slowly I felt that stone I have not seen, the color of the water I have not seen. And that is where I was stuck and I was flying over it. So I just thought maybe it's not from Earth. I don't know. Wherever it was, I left it there because I couldn't go any further from that. That's where I got stuck. Okay, so your experiences, anybody had any part of your experience you can share? Yeah, go ahead, Namrata.
Yeah, so I was working with the groundwater under the place where I stay. And I realized it was very hard calcium, hard water. And as I saw deeper, I found a lot of children crying around it.
Mhm.
And furthermore, a scenario happened where there was a devastation around the water body, the flowing water. And that is where the water got stagnant, where the water got a bad smell and it hardened. And it also represented a lot of hardened emotions, where love was not flowing.
Absolutely.
So rather than ask personal questions, I asked how I could help it.
Mhm.
Because directly, indirectly, we were also consuming the same water.
Yeah.
So it just required some cleansing of the space. So while the cleansing was happening, the energies were so heavy, I was a little dizzy in between, felt because it seemed like a very, very old story. So, and a lot of stuck energies, the water had stopped flowing as easy, and so cleansing was happening. So I just felt a little swinging and dizziness in between, and then I came back. And well, yes, I have still left the portal open to cleanse the water more.
Absolutely.
Cleaning to be done is what I felt in that space.
Yeah. Now, another thing is, if there are so many children crying, all of those emotions will be held by the water.
Yes.
Now, if people are drinking that, even if people are all right, it will be given to them. Right? So it is like, so if you want to cleanse, you have to cleanse the emotions of people more than cleansing the water, because there is a surplus amount of emotions coming from people, children. How much
Right.
I clear the water, that won't go away because people are feeding it, right? So you need to actually cleanse it or put the light, whatever light, okay, on the children.
So it was of those children losing their families to the devastation, how children are often when mass devastations happen. It was more like a story like that. But yes, that crying and weeping, that fear. So the emotion that surfaced out of that place was a lot of fear.
Yeah, especially the water element emotions are fear. Now it has the ability to induce fear also. If there is a disturb in the water element, that gives the fear to people. So
Yeah,
it
so I do realize there's a lot of enhanced fear in my entire family. Everyone in my family has enhanced fears. God knows coming from where. But yes.
So what you can do is to start off is the self and your family and then the outside world. So you can start doing that in, because if you're trying to do for the outside world, you need more stronger energy source. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you may get connected to any higher masters or any of that, that's fine, or Reiki energy, whatever you take that, but that may not be sufficient for the entire mass.
Right.
That Maharshi's this thing is there, right? The total population, square root of that 1% of the population, when you take the square root of that, okay, whatever that number, so many people, if they do it, that will be effective for that particular place.
Okay.
So how do I tell you that? If you take, let me take a very easy one, 49. Okay. So 49 people are there, then square root of that is 7. So you should not do that. You should take 1%, 1% of 100 people, then 1% of that you have to take.
Right.
1 and square root of that, if you take one number comes, right? That many number, if they meditate together on an issue, that issue will go away very fast. So you alone cannot do this.
Right.
So what you can do, you can start with your family, which is possible for you.
Yes.
Then it will become even more stronger because so many people are healed now. It will start having the ripple effect. Okay.
Achievable. Yes.
If you want to find out that Maharshi constant or whatever, you can try that. That's different. But then you try first with yourself. Because everybody is drinking that water, everybody is contributing to that water. Right? And then you enhance slowly.
Got it.
That's also a major part of your self healing every day. If you do this much, trust me, there'll be so much blessings coming to you. And you will see that. You will see it. Any bit you contribute to the nature related to these 5 elements, that comes multiple folds back to you. And you will see that. Okay. Okay. So anyone else have anything to share? Yeah, you did it with the falls, waterfalls or something.
I finally shifted to Ganga only because
Maybe the waterfall is coming from, where is this waterfall? It's a tributary to Ganga.
I thought Ganga will be a far more, it will be a more spiritual experience.
Even your waterfalls, darling, Ganga would have been made by these waterfalls.
Right, right. But then I finally settled for Ganga because it traverses the whole country and it takes the whole history along with it. And it's got a great lineage of Shiva and everything, you know.
Okay.
It's coming right down and
I know. Tell me.
so I saw a young lady with a lot of maturity, and she was kind of ageless and very beautiful and young, but with dirty clothes, right? Then I saw my mom in her laps, and then I also remembered that I had taken her ashes to Yamuna.
Okay.
Then I saw some small baby fingers emerge, you know, a little baby, and the fingers emerge from the water. And I saw some colored reflections, you know, like you see that thing when you see the reflections on water.
Yeah.
So they were very beautiful, like colored lights. They reflected on the water, and it was really beautiful. Then I saw that the message, I asked for a message, and they said the universe emerges every moment here and there, and everywhere. So the universe is emerging everywhere, every moment. Also, the message came of stillness, surprisingly, in water, though it is in motion, but the message was of stillness. And then when you said every cell of your body should be in water, so I visualized the Gomukh water, which is the purest form,
Yeah.
penetrating into every cell and purifying it.
You know what you do is your water can, whatever you have,
Yeah.
you just induce that Gomukh water into it
Okay.
and drink. You will definitely feel a different taste.
Okay.
And then you will feel nice. And whenever you are a little shaken up, you make yourself still by drinking it.
Okay. Beautiful meditation. It
Yeah.
was really good. Thanks a lot, Isha.
Thank you. You experienced nicely. Everybody's experience is different. Nothing is less of anything. Okay. So if people have not felt anything, it's okay. You can any day connect to water and then you can try that. It's just that every day when you're drinking water, just make that water nice with your beautiful vibrations and then drink it. A lot of things will change for you. You know, you can talk to the water just like any friend also. People may talk to you, tell you you're mad, but then it's okay. Okay, so anyone else, or shall I get into the next? Let's do something. Now, there are people here who will worship Ganesh, or they may not worship. Okay, that's okay. Since we have spoken to several things all these weeks, I know we have some amount of ability to talk to things. That's the whole idea. Now, because Ganesh Chaturthi is there tomorrow, the vibration of Ganesh will be high because entire India is going to do something with that entire earth, let's assume, because everybody is scattered everywhere. So can you imagine the energy rising up? So we don't have to do anything. It's like very easy to connect to this energy and get your answers or just talk to it for the fun. Feel that energy, how it is. Okay. Now, one is like how we spoke about it. You know, another thing, how you can talk to the energy, get that energy in you, get it up. Especially when you touch something, you can get that energy. Or when all around you with that energy is there, then you can feel that. For example, if there are some processions or something going and if you're standing there, loud music and people are screaming and so many, do you feel that energy at the time? You'll feel it, right? That's how you'll feel the energy. Okay. So because tomorrow itself is Ganesh Chaturthi and you might be thinking tomorrow I will do this, I'll wear this dress and anyway I'll do, you know, puja, whatever. You might be thinking. So it's already there in you. So let's do one thing. Do you all have one of your own questions? It can be any kind of question, okay? Any kind of question. Do you have? If it is there, just write it down or just form that in your head. One simple question, whatever may be that is. Or you want to just put some, apply, put an application, I want 1 crore, something, you can do that too. Anything, your choice. Okay? So you got it, all of you. Now I'll just explain you what is it we are going to do. You remember Ganesh, right? Whatever kind of idol. If you cannot remember, think about an elephant. That's much easier. I mean, for me, it's easier. Okay, but that's different. Anyway, now what you think is, you can say, I am Ganesh. I am Ganesh. The I am is Aham Brahmasmi. A part of it is Ganesh. So you're not going for Aham Brahmasmi fully. You're going for I am Ganesh. All the chantings are actually basically that, to get that energy in you. You make your own chanting. I am Ganesh. I am Ganesh. Or if anybody is Ganesh devotee, you can say Om Ganeshaya Namaha is the same thing. It's up to you what you resonate with. For me, I need to feel it. I need to touch it. That's what it is for me. Okay, I want you to keep doing that. I will instruct when I start saying that. I will choose I am Ganesh because several different people are here. Maybe in your head, you do whatever. We say it, and we say it, and you'll feel how that start coming to your body. Okay? And then, so before we start, read your question properly, get that in your head. And in that space of being that Ganesh, think about this question and you'll get your answer. It's a very short little thing. Ready? All of you ready? Okay, now close your eyes. Remember your question. You can change your question a little later also. That's your choice. Now I'll start chanting I am Ganesh. Okay. I am Ganesh. 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 Now start thinking about your question. I am Ganesh. 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 Okay. Now keep your feet on the floor. Feel the floor and start saying your name. I am your name. You say it to yourself, I am. I'll say, I am Ishanye. I am Ishanye. Like that, you say your own name several times. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. You can open your eyes when you comfortable. And you may want to write down whatever answer you got it. And just observe how this answer will unfold for you in your actual life. Beautifully, it will unfold. Either it will disprove you. It's not exactly disproving that your imagination was different and what it offered you is going to be different. Okay? But it will be seen by you in the coming future. But I hope you people realized how the vibration increases. You know, my eyebrows were like doing this. I was at one point thought, oh my gosh, what's happening here? So that's how it is. And if it's not at all happening to you, you need more times to say, I am Ganesh. And it will happen 100%. If you all have taken part in FCS, trust me, it will happen. It will happen even better. This is how actually you meditate, connecting to any energy. And especially if the energy is high, like the Lion's portal, when it is open, you connect it, you will feel that energy. You know, that August 8th or something like that, which is gone. So every now and then you have so many beautiful higher energies. You can easily get connected to it and you can experience it. You can use for asking any questions. You can ask for healing yourself, body, or healing others, all kind of things you can do with that. Do not get connected to lower frequencies. Cautiously do not. Okay. Now, how to find out lower frequencies? Of course, there is a way to figure it out. If you put any master lights or divine light over those things, if it's a dark force, it will move away. It cannot stand in the light. That's how you'll figure it out. And then you connect it. Okay. But keep doing it. You will start realizing how easy it is for you to get connected to anything, anybody, and you have to vouch yourself that you always do this only for the goodness of the humanity and for nothing else. Because if you do anything else, you will also experience whatever you do it in a wrong sense. So let's not get there. Okay? Wonderful. So we came to the end of it. If anybody has anything to ask a question or experience sharing anything, we have 1 or 2 minutes and then we'll leave.
I can.
Yeah, Namrata, go ahead.
Okay. So the whole point was I keep getting these little body pains on and off in my body. Earlier, there used to be reasons for emotional overloads.
Okay.
Lately, I feel that is not the story anymore.
Okay.
And there's this one lingering pain that I have in my, right leg. And while I was chanting, the question before was that, how can I get rid of this pain? And so the answer came, have more water. Talk to the water before you drink it. It's like, you're right. No wonder I'm sitting in the workshop water element today.
Absolutely. There's another thing. You use the word, how do I get rid of the pain?
Ah,
Okay.
right.
Pain is actually PAIN, attention in the
Inwards.
right. So there is something which is taking your attention. It's drawing your attention. Correct?
Right.
Now you don't want to get rid of it before you draw your attention there, because that is something important for you.
Right.
What you do is just talk to that part which is causing you the pain. And then you do whatever healing required for it.
Yeah, exactly in the same manner how we did with the water and the other elements.
Yeah, exactly. And then the way it will unfold, it will probably say that you will get to know soon. Okay. Then you watch for signs and signals. And when you bring that into your attention, of course, you will take you may do physiotherapy and you have to do all of that. But when your attention goes there and you get the awareness of it, the medicine which you're taking will affect it like this and it will go immediately.
Right. That's true.
That is the beauty of getting the awareness. Right? So you do that. Do not get rid of it. Get to know it.
I'm doing that shadow workshop now. I still have to touch those little 2-3 elements which remain. So probably I'll start practicing this week now.
Yeah.
Good.
You'll do that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What did you say? Pay attention
in the now.
In the now. Oh. Okay.
Until you do that, the pain will remain. It's something like I have to now give her pain so that now at least she will pay attention to me. That's how pain is.
Okay.
Pain are not there to be just take a pill and finish it off. Pain is to address it. You have to get the awareness why the pain has come. Then immediately the pain would go. Okay?
Yeah, but you know, it's so easier said than done now, because you do try to get...
You take your medicine, you do all of it, Kavita.
Yeah.
You know, I always suggest everybody, how much ever you do alternative healing, you please, there is this medical system, please take the help of it. But that will also be helpful or affect you very easily, provided you do some bit of your self-work. All of them should work together. Then it's a faster relief for you.
Isha, one more question I have. Many times when, like you said, you ask your question and you do the meditation on Ganpati. So, I got a very nice feeling, but I didn't get the answer. You know, the answer. So
No,
like...
But you asked the question, did you?
I asked a question. I had written a question in my notebook. And I like, how will I get this?
Okay.
So the answer came, you will get, but how did not come. Like, how will it didn't come?
So usually what is what you're supposed to ask, not how and when. How and when doesn't have any meaning.
Oh.
Because you are not, first of all, the universe which will give you or present you in the way it should be the best for you.
Okay.
So you can only ask what.
Okay. Wow. Wonderful. So
Right?
what I got. Yes. What I got. But
Then it is fine.
yes.
You know, you don't have to say that September 15th, I want to go to Thailand for particularly to this place. And I want 2 lakhs for it. No, that is wrong. That is not the way you ask. You got it?
Yeah.
Because up there is no timeline, first of all. There is no quantity. It's seen as different. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. So we are done for today. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi. Can do tomorrow even more. You will feel even more tomorrow, actually.
Ishani, if it's not how and when, then what is it?
Wait, what is it? What is
No,
that?
you just told her, no? You don't ask how will you get it and when will you get it. So then
Yeah,
how do you
ask
ask
what?
someone?
What do you want?
Whenever,
Ask what? Do not get into the nitty-gritty and details of it because you are not making it.
so how do you say, what do I want? I mean, I already know what I
I
want.
want to go a fantastic holiday in Thailand and I want to eat this and I feel good about it. I want this company along with me.
Okay, so more like a command to the
How much
universe.
ever
sort of
money?
thing.
You give me 5 lakhs? Oh, I will take it. Why should I say 2 lakhs?
Okay.
You decide how much I should get.
So we just put out our wants over there, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Because universe is bigger than us. It has a wider view than us. And it can manifest anything for you. So you want the grandness of that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. One more thing, like when you said I'm Ganesh, and then when you said I'm like my name, that Ganesh things kept on coming. It was, I forgot my name, in fact, and it was only I'm Ganesh, which was coming.
No, it's very essential to come back to be who you are. That is what is the grounding part.
Okay.
So you may take little more longer time saying it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. Drink water. Instantaneously, it will bring you back here.
Okay.
It will settle you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Take
Wonderful. Excellent.
We'll meet again. Bye.